Welcome back. The Limbus Company. Last time, something happened.
야음을 틈타.
Has no point in stalling.
마침내 그려내기 시작했구나.
At long last, the painting has begun.
과연 내 딸이야.
That my darling daughter, you have made your father proud.
그래서
Here it is.
모든 손가락이
First stroke of the House of Spiders'
거미집의
masterpiece.
최종 작품에
The long-awaited
이름이
piece
두어졌어.
de la resistance had finally been painted.
소라, 보이니?
You see it, Sora?
이제 완성까지 얼마 남지 않았구나.
It's so very close to perfection.
리엔 씨.
Mr. Ryan, is this my final test?
맞아.
That's right. Ryan,
리엔 씨.
if I can make it through this one too,
이거 지령이
you might
그러는데
finally
그때는
be given the honor.
다
Your
당신의 딸이 될 수
prescript said.
있대요.
물론이지.
Of course, Sora.
소라, 그동안 고생 많았어.
Been working so very hard after all. Hey,
리엔 씨와 지는 모든 날이
나도 그래.
feel the same.
두 번은 못 볼
I
구경거리라지만
know this is
너는
once
남아 지켜볼
in
이유가
a
없을
lifetime's spectacle, but I can't imagine you have any reason to stay and watch.
네 아비는
Your
그
nurse
수입을
father fulfilled her
훌륭하게
purpose
다했어.
remarkably.
넌
All
이제
you need to do is turn around and leave, and you'll be free.
그대가 정한 쓰임을
Master
다한 것은
Has but completed
소신과 어떤 연관이
the purpose you've
없사오매
chosen for her.
어찌 떠나라 독촉하시는지요.
And that has not to do with my humble self. Why urge me to leave?
지의 성을 잇고자
It is true
주인님과
I
함께한 것은
entered
사실이나
who's here to tell the
죽지도
star.
않은 주인님을
Yet.
두고
How can I leave with her life breath has yet left her?
아직 소생은 별을
My
잇기에
instinct
부족한지라
itself is
쓰러진
not yet
주인님을
worth to inherit the name Star. Thus I bear zero away hence.
세상에서 가장 의미 없는 짓을 하는구나.
That has
저 검의 심장을 꿰뚫린
to be the
이상
most pointless thing to do in the
숨이
world.
멎을 텐데.
Her heart was pierced by none other. That blade. She'll stop breathing soon.
표정만 봐도
You can tell just by looking at daughter's face.
이미
It's too late.
무알을 쥔 채
Rare is the opportunity to cross blades with
흔치 않죠.
the non-self. So has always she's around.
쓰러뜨린 뒤에
I had felt
주인님을
here
데리고 떠나겠사오.
and depart. So I asked,
이제
how should we see the
어떻게
executive manager?
하시겠습니까? 관리자님이 말씀대로라면 저자는
It is
더 이상
as you said, then she's no longer. Now, Ryoshi's covered the chain without permission. Remember what Virgil always said? Once you sign the contract, you don't get to quit the company so easily.
끊어진 것은
What is
관리자님과의
broken is only the pact
Limbus company와의
forged with the manager.
효력을
The
잃은
clause of her contract with Limbus Company remains in effect. We're helping Ryoshi. She may choose to quit in the end. But the Sinclair from the future said still lingers in the far corners of my mind. I had no way of knowing if he was glimpsing of what awaited for us in our future, but at least let's see her off properly.
이번 시련만 이겨낼 수 있다면 저도 요시에대 언니처럼 리엔 씨의 딸이 될 수 있어요.
저것이 자신마저
even more coins. New coins. These ones purple. Max speed. You're cool. Cannot change target. Random chance to delete the earliest coin on the scale. Skill sync. Temoga. Let's go.
이쪽이죠?
You know what? I'm keeping my sprites off for this.
저는 시작할게요.
And go to current turn county.
이쪽이죠?
Ah, shit.
지령은
Well,
거스를 수
shit.
없어요. 이쪽이죠?
Oh. Oh no. Well, I'm about to be an overheat.
이쪽이죠?
That's a problem. That's a big problem. Just why? Well.
소생은 그저 주인님을 구하지 못하여 서글플 아,
Okie dokie.
저도 그렇게 생각해요.
Well, we're just here for the ride. Let me ask
방금 저들의
Do
얼굴
something.
기억나는 사람이 있어.
do any of you remember who you just fought?
내게는 전부 흐릿해졌거든.
They both brought so
그건 즉
became so faint to me that I can't recall their names.
왔다는 것이.
This only means that her completion is within reach.
이제 기다리기만 하면 된다.
After all that's left is to wait. My memory's fine. So remember their names, Sora and Ren.
제 인식과 비교하면 이건 기억 속
Pairing our possession is mine. I can tell that there was no mere memory wipe procedure, Executive Manager.
거미집에서 류쇼
What the House of Sire sought to shape Ryoshu into. To be some sort of conception incinerator.
알다시피 이 도시에서는
As you may well know, in the city,
무언가를 버리는 것이
getting rid of anything
참 번거롭지.
is quite a pain.
휴지를 아무리
Tearing a
가까이
piece of a
쪼가리거나
napkin into pieces,
태우거나
burn it,
삼킨다
swallow it,
하더라도
destroy every piece of evidence in this
그
existence.
휴지의 존재를
But there
기억하는
is
자가 있다면
still one person left to remember
그 찌꺼기를 얻어내고
what once
말거든.
existed. Then there is always a way to dig up whatever left of it.
그저 베어내는 것으로 기념을
If
잘라낼 수
concepts
있다면
can be destroyed with as simple as slash of the sword, it would indeed be technology of unprecedented convenience.
그렇게 한번 들어가면
A pit that forever carries all that enters it. Has long been a thing of dreams for many in the city. And the reason the House of Spiders had came into being to serve. A joint enterprise of the five fingers with the thumb, index, and middle ring, and the pinky as its stakeholders. Everything they wish to forget, they simply can simply throw into this pit. To the House of Spiders hidden in the heart of the abyss. Call it a landfill, call it a bottomless well, where secrets can sink for all eternity. A grave where cherry blossoms bury the incident beyond a veil of oblivion. If one can recast whatever ugly secrets they want buried whenever they're ever get in here, and it will refuse to resurface, nor can it be made to resurface. The nurse fathers who have died, those who survived, and those who made it all the way here. Marvelous job, everyone. The objective was to elevate my darling daughter into a state of complete emptiness. And to accomplish that, we had to forge a filter for to never invite humility. Now the concave void will be filled with loneliness and transformed into a veritable hell of blades. Slash away the world till nothing remains. I always told her to quit smoking, you know, but she never listened. Perhaps my dog, her, had always recognized the aesthetics of beauty captured in the one last track of how beautiful that lone ember is, consuming it being cutting through those, releasing a speck of light that fades in self-immolation. Right then, the voice called out to me.
있잖아.
Yeah,
둥글게 감겨
Have you ever
있는 실타래를
seen-
본 적 있어?
a ball of yarn.
시작과 끝이 딱 맞닿아
The
있는 거
one,
말이야.
those two ends of the same thread touching each other. Are ya?
그자가 말을 걸었다는 말씀입니까?
Did you talk to you, executive manager?
저는 전혀 듣지
I'm afraid I
못했습니다.
didn't hear a thing.
당시
I was on high alert, folks.
검지하고
He
그
woke
두 인원을
watching the
경계하는
index
것에
nest
심력을
flatter and
쏟고
Ryoshu.
있어 미처 듣지 못했을지도 모르겠군요.
It possessed. Possible I simply missed it due to the heat of the moment.
숨이
I saw her
끊어지기
clinging
직전인
weakly
채로
to the man.
관리자님의
Senko
발목을 힘겹게
and near the
붙잡고
state.
있는 모습은 보았다.
The manager didn't
관리자님 또한
make a single
째까기는
ticking
소리
sound,
한번
and the moment he approached, memories from neither past nor present, but the future rushed into me for a split second before scattering away.
엄마가 실드를 베어내려고 할수록
The more I try to sever away the threads, the more my yarn puffed up. Ryoshu. What's happening to Ryoshu?
엄마와 함께했던 나날 중에
Oh, among the days I had spent,
용수염이라는 이름의
Because the
간식을
days-
먹으러 간 적이 있어.
went to snacks. To get snacks called dragon bread candy.
한 가닥이었던
First, I
실이
started
두 가닥이
single strand thread,
네
split into
가닥이
2, then 4, then 16.
16가닥.
그러다가 수북이에 얇디 얇은 실타래가 되어
걔.
있는 거야.
I'm fine. This has just been going on for a while. Till the rolled into tens of thousands of sugary strings,
나는 그 모습을
and I watched it
엄마랑 같이
together.
구경 그리고
And I'm
지금도
watching
보고
it even
있지.
now.
역시 내 말이 맞잖아.
See, I was
엄마가
right.
나보다 3개 더 많이
He had
먹었다니까.
3 more pieces than me,
그리고
and
엄마가 베어내고
those
있는
threads
실도
she's cutting
겉으로는
off
모든
now
게 베어지는 것처럼 보이지만
may appear severed,
내 눈에는 다르게 보여.
but that's not
계속해서
what it looks like to me.
늘어가기만 하지.
They're only getting longer and longer and silkier and silkier, like that candy.
베어내는 걸로는
Slashing away, the
이
threads
실을
won't
끊지
sever it.
못해.
나는 이제
And I
모든
tried to
길로
get
이어진
on every path.
엄마와 나를
I
볼
see
수
it
있어.
now.
절대 놓지 않고 계속
I can
움켜쥐고 있는
also see
엄마의
her
손을 볼
white
수
knuckle
있어.
gripping tightly to that thread, refusing to let it go.
그 수많은 시간을
How could one bear to witness
어떻게
those layers upon layers of
살랑
time
치부할 수 있을까?
and dismiss them as mere fleeting moments?
그러니까
That's why
엄마한테 가서
I'm
말할
gonna tell
거야.
her.
나를 찾아줘서
Tell her
고마워.
thank you for finding me. It is true that the threads will keep multiplying the more Ryoshu cuts them, but eventually the strands will spread so thinly they'll scatter to the mucky void before we can even reach her. If that's the case, perhaps a chain will work instead. The same chain she already cut off. The same stubborn one that brought her back from the brink of death countless times. Just gave her time. Melt down the severed chains and forge it into a roaring kin of one's heart. The resolve to sever everything, and a blade that cuts through all. They both started with the same wish to protect. Take this chain, let it guide you on your way. Let's go, tell her. Tell her everything you never got to say.
이
This thread
실이라면
might just work.
다시
Arya grabbed the red searing chain. She has already severed the chain once. It was discarded. And those agony buttons are strands, are spiders thread woven by time itself.
엄마 기다리겠다. 이만 갈게.
I got it. Made her way toward the translucent sphere, perking for as she hid out in a panic. Alright, entered the phantoms of Ryoshu. At the same time, she existed outside of her.
끊어내자.
Cut and sever
전부를
everything.
무엇인지는 알 수
Whether they
없지만
they are,
누구인지도
whoever they
모르겠지만
are.
모든 순간의
In the heart
한가운데서
of every moment.
나는
I heard.
당신을 듣고 있어.
She,
길을 잃은 내 아이야.
dear lost child of mine.
돌아오는 방향을 모르겠다면
Should the way back home elude you,
가장 아팠던 첫 매듭을 더듬어.
it's why we don't follow the thread back.
엄마 이름은 어떻게 적는데?
It's why we don't follow the thread back to the very first knot that hurt most.
자,
Go on, read it.
어...
Yoshu.
아니.
No, that's not
그
how you.
글자는 그렇게 읽는
read
게
those
아니라
letters.
요시대라고 읽는 거다.
It's how you say it.
묘슈! 이게
It's
더
much prettier
편하고
and
이쁘잖아.
easier.
엄마는 모르겠지만
That's
어떤
bad.
시류에서든 엄마는 한 번도 나를 놓지 않았어. 그래서 나는 모든 여정의 끝과 시작을 알 수 있지.
Excuse me, what? I was not ready for quick time events. Also, we claim time.
글씨는 이제 잘 읽을 수
Now.
있니?
응, 당근이지.
You bet.
그래도
But you know,
역시 묘슈가 제일
I still seem
좋아.
like Ryoshu more.
미안하다.
Sorry, Arya.
알아.
괜찮아.
That's okay.
나는
I'm
엄마
glad
딸로 태어날 수
Dark,
있어서
because
나는 하고
I had to do
싶었던 모든
everything
것들을
I wanted to
엄마랑
together with
같이
you.
이루었거든. 어느 날의 기타 연주는 망쳤지만
There was this
엄마는 내
day
앞에서 제일 크게 손뼉을
I fled to my
쳐줬고
guitar parts and that you were in the front row clapping louder than anyone.
도시락에 들어있는 소시지는
And these sauce.
문어 모양과 거리가
Then like
멀었지만 진짜
Oh, but you're
맛있었다.
so-
엄마를 보던 순간부터
And the
내가
moment you
느낀 건
saw you again, I almost felt
결국
was how much I
그리움뿐이었어.
missed you. Oh,
알아야. 어른이 되면 뭐가 되고 싶어?
grow up.
엄마, 나는 커서 엄마의 엄마가 되고 싶어. 그렇다면 이번엔 내가 엄마한테 사랑을 줄 수 있잖아.
Aw.
그렇구나. 연민이 아니고
Wow.
사랑.
엄마, 나 오늘 학교에서 새로운 거 배워왔어. 내가 말할 테니까 잘 듣고 따라해봐. 엄마는 나에게 있어서 완소야.
알아야. 너 내 소딸.
아이 참.
I have no words.
그러니까 그렇게 줄이는 거 아니라니까. 아, 마지막으로
잃을 수 없는 너의 미소를 서서히 잊어버리고.
This is gonna be. We need to keep going.
나를 들뜨게 만드는 일은 많지 않지만 이번엔 그 귀중한 경우의 수에 들어맞았군.
This is gonna be
간다.
a longer video,
탄피는 팁이다.
but it's kind of just too poignant to stop. Of course. All right. What team do I want? Zero rupture. Let's head on in. It's one level.
날
And Ishmael. Sweetie.
개인적인 감상은
Subjectively
지금의 모습이 아까보단
speaking,
훨씬 아름다워.
let me say that you are far more beautiful now than you were earlier, but
방금 네가
do you have any idea
무엇을
what you just lost?
무엇을
What you just let
놓쳐버린 건지.
go? Yoshua had crawled out from the depths of hell, bringing herself up slowly by a spider's thread. She emerged, her fingers around the scabbard. It closed from all that leaves and lives.
세상에서 제일 소중한 걸
Sent away
네 손으로 보내버렸지.
the precious things in the world with your own hands.
이제 그
Everything that
아이를 있던 모든 건
made up that child
너로 인해 모두 끊어졌어.
has now been cut away because of you.
네가 이곳으로 왜 돌아오게 되었는지,
When you return here for
무엇을 지키고 싶었던 건지,
whatever you wish to protect,
무엇을
what you long to meet again,
너에게 남아있는
all of
게
it gone
없게
now.
되었다.
You have nothing left.
밖에서 보고 있었던 우리는 알고 있지만
We have an
정작 너의
outside.
안에서 전
We still remember,
사라진 거야.
but ironically, it is still within yourself that all passed into oblivion.
그래,
Right.
너는
I've lost everything.
잊어버려.
It's not true, Ryoshu. You're still holding it in your hands. Hazusa opened her fist. As she was she wasn't aware of what she's been clutching. Resting in the palm, her palm, the scabbard pressed against her, and the weight filling her senses.
소중한 것일수록
The more I treasure something,
움켜쥐고 있을
the
정도만
less of it
남겨두는 거다.
you ought to keep. Just enough to fit in your hands.
리엔,
Ryan, you of all people,
당신만큼은 내가 무엇이 될지
You have-
알고 있었지.
you always knew that I was going to what I was going to become, didn't you?
맞아.
Yes.
완성이 되었다.
And I had reached completion.
그 다음엔 뭐가 남았지 당신에게.
What would you have done? What would you have had left?
글쎄,
Who knows?
그건 늘 나에게
Only
속삭여줬어.
Hermes who designed to grace me with the whispers would know the answer to that. Is there
당신이
even a
가진
single
것 중
thing about you
지령에 의하지 않은 게
that doesn't come from the
하나라도 있나?
prescripts?
네 말을
I haven't you
듣고
now that you
곰곰이
mention it,
떠올려보니
sweetie.
정말 없는
I suppose there really isn't.
그런 거야. 어느 날 지령은
One day the
내게
prescripts
이름을
told me to
바꿔도
change my name,
그래서 새 이름을
so I made a
만들었지.
new one.
어느 날 지령은
One day the priest told me
내게
to
가족을
start a
만들라.
family,
그래서 아내를
so I
만나
got married and raised a child.
아이를 키워. 그리고
Another day the
어느 날
priest told me
지령은 내게
that someone
눈앞에서
would be
누군가
killed right
살해당할
before my
테니
eyes,
아무것도
and
하지
that
말고
it was nothing
그
to do
광경을 지켜보라고 하더군.
but watch it happen.
그래서 기다렸어.
And so I waited
아무것도
without
하지
lifting a
않고
finger.
내 아내와 아이는
Even in their
내가
final
왜
moments,
가만히 서 있기만 했는지
I never understood why I simply watched
마지막
it happen
순간까지
then.
이해하지 못했지.
그걸 당신은 그저
And you just accepted that?
받아들였.
그러면 안 되는
Do you
걸까?
think I shouldn't have?
딸,
I remember the story about the spider
거미줄에서
that wanted to
나가고
leave its
싶었던
web.
거미의 하늘을 바라보는
Unsatisfied with
것만으로는
merely
만족을 하지
gazing upon the
못했던
sky,
거미가
it wished to be
거미줄을
free,
나가고 싶어 하니까
freed of its webs.
오랜 세월을 살고
Seeing
있는
that
현명한
long
번데기가
lived
말했지.
chrysalis, who was as wise as old, told the spider,
거미줄을 3,000번
to
돌아보고
circle the web,
그래도 바뀌지 않으면
it's nothing
3,000번
changed.
그래도 바뀌지 않으면
And I said nothing changed.
거미는
Round and
희망을
round,
품고
The hopeful spider circled its web more times than it could count, yet even after thousands of repetition, saw the same old web. Spider, full of despair, went to confront the chrysalis, who had now morphed into a butterfly. I circled my web countless times. Said, why haven't anything changed? Flying into the distance, the butterfly answered, resign yourself to the fact that you are forever bound to the web. Close your heart to the beautiful skies and cease to stir any feelings in you. That is the only way to be truly free of the web. Dun. You've ended up losing everything if you end up letting yourself be shocked at what gives you these feelings, happiness, wrath, sorrow, joy. Because once you get the taste of them, you'll learn the truth. That to live is to suffer. That's why I must remain in the House of Spiders. Let's go. It's time to be claimed. If I let you go here, you'll never come home again. I could force you to stay, but I get nothing out of it. But there's still better than letting empty regrets burrow through the heart, isn't it? Alright, let's get started.
You showed up, my door's unlocked, like threads, you have shown me that I am still capable of caring.
Select a single target to strengthen the
One else that I still bear the same innocence inside. 'Cause now I know that pain cannot define the past. We are built to overcome it.
Gabrielle's blade. Convert all skills. Choice unbreakable.
When you are with me, cherish us long as we last.
Awesome.
This is not for sayonara. Let memories play back.
Counter. Counter. You. And you.
하나. 대단한 걸. 둘. 좋아. 넷. 다섯. 시스. 모아 멈춤.
I unlocked two Billy's Malkuth and Gebra. have drained SP by that. Whatever. Done it. Ow.
그런 모습도 여전히 아름답다.
You have shown me that I am still capable of caring for someone else. That I
Good for our turn.
the same innocence
Good for our turn. You're good for our turn.
'Cause now I know that pain cannot define the past. We are built to overcome this mishap.
You.
It is not when you are with me, cherish as long as we live. Let's make memories right back.
I've left Valkyrie is gimmick. We're just destroying him. I probably will eat my words though.
나비 교환.
You could use a counter. What? I haven't even need to break out the sinking dam. Oh, this is pretty easy compared to the last few bosses. Granted, I have an actual build now.
지리멸렬. 그래. 결국 이런 날이 왔구나.
When I was young and lost, you showed up and had my doors unlocked. Like threads, petals unfold. A red kawa 안아내시고. You have
That's a problem. That's no longer a problem.
알고 있지. 예측은 의미 없다는 거. 떠날 이유는 없을 거였다. 모든 것을
Yep, that is definitely a Furioso. It's fine. Just gonna use it anyways. How much? You're good. Yup.
심장으로 참지.
Y'all.
둘. 좋아.
We're almost to the first stagger, the only stagger special, let's say. Which is probably going to end up being Q anti-stagger.
다섯. 시스.
And I don't have enough. Cool. Where's the flames? Make sure everything is set.
헤어내리.
앞으로 둘.
This has been a marathon of a recording session.
여덟. 앞으로 하나. 눈길을 휘두르면서
Okay, this is... Okay. It's not Q anti-stagger. Good.
헤어내리.
I get it, he has defense. Lovely. At least I got a heal off.
이 상처는 치료.
There's no reason to treat this. There's no reason to treat this wound.
네가 집에 돌아오면
It was sure to burn again once you returned home anyways.
미리 익숙해지는 게 낫지 않겠니?
Might as well get used to it, right?
내가
You talk as
여기
if I'm going
남기라도
to
할
choose to
것처럼
stay.
말하는군.
Sweet.
너만 남아 있으면 돼. 그러면
All
없으면
wounds
사라지지 않아.
be well if you just stay. Would be well if you would just stay and the House of Spiders doesn't have to disappear.
그러니
So please,
가지
don't
마요.
leave. You're out.
주군께서 찾아오시는 건
You're out.
아니. 말씀하십시오.
Alright.
I knew I must have gone. You deserve the world and more. The truth is that you rather spend our limited time together. Protection.
Alright. Send it.
하나, 둘, 헛소리로 좋아.
It's almost. That's a problem.
다섯,
This is gonna be a death spiral.
시스.
Well, all I can do is send it. Alright, one of you are dying, but it's not all. So I'll live. I lived, but I'm gonna be dead in a turn. Lovely. Fluff you, extra life.
네 운명이 아니야.
It didn't work.
거기서 빠져나오렴. 요시다.
Oh. Ares. think everybody's probably dead. Well, damn near everyone.
하나. 소리 없이 둘.
I have a few anti-stagger.
좋아. 네.
내가 너를 위해 기도할 것이니 넌
I'm gonna need
반드시
a break up.
부서진다.
Please, sinking team.
다섯. 시스.
cannot feel like empty cup. Thirsting for love, I question myself alone. 'Cause now I know that pain cannot define the past. We are built to overcome, and this is how you know it is not so bad. When you are with me, cherish as long as we last. 'Cause S is not for sayonara. Let memories play back.
받아볼 텐가.
We're in a death spiral.
일곱. 앞으로 둘. 앞편. 폭포 쏘.
No, you don't.
수많은 것들이 옥죄어 온다. 다수
앞으로 하나.
총알값 아까울 놈은 받아볼 텐가.
네. 완료.
Only 600 more HP to work through. I don't know how much I have left in the tank.
나게 병나는 폭포 쏘. 기행할 것도 없이 여기가 네가 있을 지옥이잖니.
Let me set everybody's first.
이 나락이 네가 머물 곳이야. 하늘을 들춰.
Well, I'm fucked. Unless I manage to somehow pull this out of my ass.
끊어낼 수 없는 거야, 딸. 제멋대로 끊어버리면 안 되는 거라고.
Send it.
모래성을 부수는 게 슬프니까 제일 좋은 거야. 파도는 바람에 의해 움직여. 바람이 불면 그건 밀물과 썰물이 되어서 누나.
그럼 바람이 부는 대로 아무 사람한테 없는 거잖아.
하지만 딸, 잘 생각해봐. 파도는 바람이 끌어당겨줘서 모래성을 만들었어. 그리고 이제는 바람이 미는 대로 모래성을 부수는 것뿐이야. 그러니까 파도는 슬플 필요가 없는 거지.
그러면 아빠 언제 행복해져?
글쎄, 그건 결말을 아껴놓는 거야. 그런 다음에 딸이 아빠만큼 어른이 되고 나면 그때 보는 거지.
그래. 그럼 그때까지 매일매일 읽어주는 거야? 약속.
파도 소리가 들리는구나.
어떻게 들리지?
슬슬.
Loading. We won!
앞에 튀어나와. 죽일 게 안 남아서 홧김에 죽여버렸잖아. 뭐냐?
So we won.
너희들도 좀 부족했나 보지?
That was the boss, so one last level. Kami had much to do in the aftermath of the incident. Sada took an indefinite leave of absence, so went into the long-term recovery ward. Martin remains were placed in the morgue in the LCE for the LCE casualties. Hohenheim, as usual, went off with a shrug and a half-hearted wave of the hand. We never got to talk to him properly about all that's happened. There were many other victims that we couldn't name individually. The index nurse father vanished without a trace. He couldn't be located. But with the machinations of the House Spiders foiled, the company seemed decided it is no longer a serious threat and proceed to call off the manhunt. And on that burned rooftop, our red school bag was recovered, bearing the name tag filled in the child's clumsy handwriting, with the golden bird safely nested within. I just started smoking again. Any trace of Aya's existence was completely erased from her mind, and there was, at present, no way of restoring them. Perhaps Yoshu herself knew of the loss, that something had flown out of her and disappeared. But to what extent, I had no way of telling. She didn't ask why the scabbard of her sword looked different. So instead of asking, she was alright, I just chatted her up. It's like we managed to safely retrieve the Golden Bergs once again.
그래.
Right. How do you feel about it, Ryoshu?
뭐
Well,
적어도 이번 작전은 안심한지.
at least it wasn't sad.
아니,
I mean,
그럭저럭 유잼이었다.
it was alright, not gonna lie.
아, 이번엔 안 심심하고 안지루.
I mean,
우와,
what?
요슈 씨.
Ever
자연스럽게 말
before.
줄이시네요.
This is
왜?
seriously?
이게 좋군. 그냥 원래대로 간다.
That's better. I'll switch back.
아니, 왜 정작 칭찬을
You ate compliments or something?
설마
Oh,
칭찬을 했다고
don't tell me. You're not switching back because I like. Are you
얽힘이라는 것은
entanglement?
공간과 거리를 뛰어넘는
It's a connection that
관념을
transcends
뛰어넘는
space,
관계입니다.
distance, and any attempt and conceptualization.
그러니 한쪽이
Thus, as
존재하면
long as one half
아무것도
of
완전하게
the connection
사라질 수가
exists,
없게 되고
nothing could be said to have entered the state of complete decay.
그 흔적이
As long
도시
as
속을 떠돌고
its
있는 이상
traces wander the city, it
기다리다
will
보면 다시
eventually
드러나는 법이다.
resurface. Does that mean?
네,
Yes. So
검색이
long as that
존재하는
scabbard remains in existence. As long as the bus keeps moving. I'll keep turning the clock. And when I do, all we'll be seeing is the same starry sky. The sky that no longer exists in the city swirls around us like a vortex. Every time I revive the sinner, Yoshu too will experience that moment. To be reunited with someone with what is forgotten but cannot be lost. Holy dog. Arya. Holy fluff, that was a long chapter. I think that's the longest thus far. It took me multiple weeks. I blitzed through Honglu's in comparison. That being said, that was a really well-paced chapter. As for the story, as mind was on nursing for a moment. As for the story, a lot happened. I'll say that. This is probably the most dense chapter. But it's fun. Honestly, I'm really bad at talking about stories. Play the Project Moon series, all the games. Even Lobotomy Corporation, even if it is kind of a bit of a black sheep of the series for being the first. I've already done a playthrough, several videos on Library of Ronia. I probably won't be doing the intervalos for this one. I've already done some of the Walpurgis Nox. I'll continue to plan doing the Walpurgis Nox, so I'm not quite done. This game's not quite done with me yet, but I will have some time to recompose. I'm excited for what's next. Things have been ramping up. I think we have 3 centers left. And Otis, Mersault, and Faust. I believe. So this game's approaching its end, but it's still not anywhere near done yet. For whatever the future may bring. I think it's the first time I've heard the song played in its fullest, and it's probably going to get me rated. But I don't care. This video was already going to get copyrighted from, or stricken from the Mili song. That's another one to add to the list. Have a sandwich shop. Post-credit scene. You finally learned how to wield. And by learning to wield that relic, you just made yourself the most important sword of the fingers. The next finger bow bell. The home you can that can protect you is gone now. So take care, sweetheart. Rain. Kill me won't end it. The proxies will not stop hunting you down,
쫓아올 꿈을 안에 숨어 있는다고 해서
king in the muck of this
가려질 리가 없어.
reeking crypt. Won't keep you hidden forever. Oh dear. I need to dye my hair again.
염색을
I suppose
풀라고
supposed to recite this.
내게는 고통.
I have nothing but sorrow, and I want. This is tiresome. Adachi. Looks like
쳐주는 걸
you forgot
잊어버린 모양이야.
to unfreeze me.
음성으로 대화하는 것은 오랜만이네요.
Rational, brilliant Faust from the Gesellschaft. It has been some time since one such means of oral communication was engaged.
이 어두운 분위기. 이번에는 비석 형태의 표상 집회군요.
The macabre atmosphere. It seems
무거운
that
이야기를 나누기에
tongue
적합한 집회지만
his time
지금은
is
그만한
in this
문제가
form
없을
of
텐데요.
levitating stones. A fitting representation of the discussion of a serious agenda. However, there are no subjects that raise to such gravity at
이
present.
바쁜 시기에
Which Faust is the
고전적인
audacious
다큐비스의 방을
Faust
강제로 연
that dares
위험한
to force a
누구인가요?
classic Walpurgis Nacht at such a busy moment as this?
파우스트 중에 그런
It is
눈치 없는
unimaginable
파우스트가
that
있을
such an ignorant and
순진한
tactless Faust
파우스트라면
should exist among Faust, save for naive Faust.
리가. 어머,
Oh my,
정말인가 봐요.
it really was her.
네,
Yes,
순진한
this
파우스트가
meeting
열었습니다.
has been
관리자
convened by
파우스트들에게
naive Faust.
질문하기 위해서
There is a question that begs the answer of Administrator Faust of the Gesellschaft management. Rational and
순진한
brilliant
파우스트가 하고
Faust
싶은
knows
질문이 뭔지
of
냉철하고 똑똑한
what it
파우스트는
is that Faust
있어요.
seeks to ask,
그 질문을 꼭 해야 할
as
필요가
well
없다는
as
것도
that
알고
fact
있죠.
that there is no need to heed for a query concern to be set forth. How long must
파우스트가 하나하나
Faust
떠먹여줘야
spoon
하는지
feed naive Faust?
의문이네요. 어디 한번 드러나 보죠.
Let it be heard, at the very least. To attempt to review information that the recent incident had served was met with denial of access at multiple terms.
림버스 컴퍼니 본사의
Pressing
소원을
access to intelligence
고의적으로
on
허술하게 만든
the
자가
individual who
누구인지 알고
has
싶습니다.
deliberately compromised the security of Limbus Company's HQ.
그런 것 하나 알아내지
Could naive
못했어.
Faust not even manage to answer such a trivial query herself?
답해줘야 하는 건가요?
Less astute and intelligent, Faust decided a single piece of information.
권위가 낮은 파우스트 따위에게
There's
뭔가
no
알려줄 의무는 없어요.
obligation to disclose more information to a Faust of such inferior access rights.
접근 권위에 대해
Surely naive Faust
잊은 것은 아니겠죠.
has not forgotten how access rights work.
게젤 샤프트의 정보에
Reviewing
접근하기
Gesellschaft
위해
information requires
몇 가지
access
단계를
rights
올라야 한다는 것은
that are several tiers
알겠습니다.
higher, yes.
제가 아니
What I need,
파우스트가 말하고 싶은 건
what Faust means to say is
다분히 고의적인 말실수네요.
a thorough
파우스트를 1인칭으로 부르는 건 금지된 사항이에요.
slip of tongue to refer to Faust in the first person is strictly prohibited.
순진한
Hey,
파우스트는
Faust has long been known to
이전부터
show quite
위태로운 모습을 자주 보여주었죠.
a precarious side. Does
지금
naive wish to
파우스트들이
join the ranks of
되고
dead
싶은 건가요?
Faust? Of course not. Faust do not wish to join the
파우스트는
ranks of dead
죽은
Faust.
파우스트들 중
Faust is
하나가 되고
simply
싶지
curious.
않습니다. 매번 게젤 샤프트의 정보를
There is
날리는
no
그대는
information to be granted to
순진한
naive Faust, who
알려줄
time
정보가 없네요.
and time again attempt to leech off the Gesellschaft.
사랑스럽고 음험한
Lovely.
파우스트는 대답해 줄 수
Only
있어요.
if
대신
Guile Faust can offer an answer in return. However, naive Faust must consent to have her title change. Is this acceptable? Is it acceptable? The answer is Deus.
디아스가 그 대답입니다.
Gee. Well, sharing of information is appreciated.
조금만 생각해봐도 알 수
Think
있는
that Super
사실이에요.
Fast would go so far
고전적인 발프루기스의
as to
밤까지
convene a classic Walpurgis Nacht for a query that requires only the least effort to
바뀐
Suning.
호칭이 잘
New
어울리네요.
title could not be more appropriate for
파우스트.
stupid.
멍청한 파우스트는
Could it be that Super
타고난
Fast
걸까요?
is
침묵으로 불만을 표출하고 있는 것 같네요. 관리자 파우스트도 아니면서
such
너무
is the
많은
price
정보를
for
요구한 대가를 치른
requesting
거죠.
so much information as a Faust of non-administrative role?
그렇다면
In
다시
that case,
파우스트가
if Faust were to
불가능한 가정을
no need to
굳게 세울
build
필요는 없을 텐데요.
on impossible hypotheticals,
멍청한 파우스트가
although it
지은
is
황금가지를 복원했다지만
here's the
다시
fact that
관리자 파우스트가 될 순 없어요.
she's the most Goldenberg, so she should not be reinstalled as an administrative Faust.
그래도 묘목을 심고
Still, if she
거기에서
were to
사과
plant
열매를
the
따온다면
sapling and harvest an apple from it,
혹시
who
알아요?
knows? She might have a
다시
chance of
관리자
becoming an
파우스트가
administrative
될수 있을지.
or again.
그걸
Could even
멍청한
accomplish such a
파우스트가
feat.
해낼 수 있을까요?
Sounds improbable.
어려울 것 같은데 그건
That's
거기까지
enough. The
멍청한
time
파우스트에게 하소연
for
시간이
granted
끝났어요.
has come
계절
to a
샤프트
close.
토론 구역에 더 머물 수 없는
As the Gaffelstadt
저 멍청한
henceforth was in.
파우스트는 고전적인 발프루기스의 밤은
The classic Walpurgis
이것은
Nacht
강제
is thus
해산이에요.
forcefully adjourned.
헤르만 이사님,
Lower.
림버스 컴퍼니에 대해 몇 가지
Madam
보고할
Director.
사항이 생겼습니다.
I've had some updates on the reports on Limbus Company.
말해보렴.
Do tell.
우선 첫
First,
번째로
Limbus Company's Golden Birds grafting experiments have finally succeeded. Only 5 more birds left to retrieve, and
그래.
the saplings will be planted. It won't be long now.
두 번째로 LCB의
Next, the
12번
LCB
수감자
11 Sinner, Sinclair's sign, was completely awakened
각성했다고 합니다.
through only for only a moment.
흥미롭네요. 몇 년은
That's interesting indeed. I thought it'd take a few more years.
산액이 모두 새겨진 건가?
Oh, did all 3 strokes manifest?
제 눈엔
The
보이지 않아서
signs
거기까지는.
aren't visible to me
하지만
I
완전히
s-
새겨진 건
I cannot
아니었나봐요.
say
아주 잠깐
much clearly,
각성했을 뿐인 걸 테죠.
but I don't believe he has. It most likely just a short-lived awakening.
유능한 버틀러의 정보력은
They say an accomplished butler's resourcefulness rivals that of a fixer
정보의
in
질과
7th
속도가
Association Section 1.
만족스러워.
Speed and accuracy of gather is
전해줄
indeed
게
commendable. Anything else you should be aware of?
네, 마지막으로
Yes, lastly,
아들이
your
품고
son's
있던
royal
왕족
blood
혈통의
gene
인자가
factor has been
각성했습니다.
awakened.
그 인자라면
The factor,
헤르만님이 말씀하신 포장
Does that mean your son finally
아드님께서
awakened
뜯었다는 겁니까?
on right what you gave him? No.
바퀴 황제.
The Roach Emperor is
그건
but a layer
포장지를 뜯다가
of
넣은
wrapping,
조금 더 멋진 포장지.
but if a bit fancier than the others.
내가 준비한
He has yet to unwrap
소중한
the valuable,
선물.
precious gift I
아직
gave him.
제대하지만
May it not be
보실 수도
long.
있어.
The real
진짜
real
선물은
surprise gift will
묘목에서
begin
맺어질
the
겨우 사리에서
mistletoe
시작될 테니까.
that will bud into the sapling.
그러고 보니 그
By the way,
선정한 자는
where's the
어디
captain?
있나?
I haven't seen her around
H사에서
since H Corp.
복귀한
아, 그분은 고래를
아,
사냥할 작사를 더
she
날카롭게 갈고 있을 테니
should
사냥이
be
시작될 때만 자신과 선원들을
using her
구하였습니다.
harpoon for the whale hunting. She asks to all her and her crew only when the hunt begins. How
그래서
long
언제까지
will we
이
be stuck
새하얀 건물 바닥에서
in this pure
시간을
white
보내야 하는
building?
거지?
당분간은
For now, we'll focus
이곳에서
on
선원
restoring
중의 복구와 해석에
towards
전념해야지. 곧 시작될
Set changes in
엔사
this place.
이사회가 끝난 뒤에는
As the
상황이
circumstances may change.
달라질지도 모르겠지만
Fast once the upcoming
그러고
concludes.
보니
Hey, Sonia? Hey, we went into one I have
안
asked.
그래도 어제 침투한 단원들이
Oh my
말해주거든요.
god, some training.
하인리 크로.
Yes, the infantry
그 둘이
Back.
이사회에 참가하는 건 확정이다.
These are both confirmed to have attended the board meeting.
보기 껄끄러운 자들과 이야기를 나누는
As
건 피곤한 일이지만 이 소식이라면
동생인 크로모가 죽었을 때도 꼼짝 않던 그가
The
움직이는
same, blah, blah.
머지 않았나 보네요.
그래 곧 말레우스 말레피카룸의 편제가 완성될 거야.
My voice is dying.
유례없는 의체 사냥이 시작될 테지. 그 기계 숙청의 날조차 비교할 수 없을. 우리는 그 혼란을 틈타
모든 거울 세계를 노래하겠지.
선장이 좋아하겠군. 모든 가능성의 세계에 있는 고래를 자신이 사냥하는 것과 마찬가지일 테니까.
사담은 이쯤하고 들어가죠. 시간이 된 것 같네요.
그래 넬리. 다음 임무가 배정되기 전까진 계속 림버스 컴퍼니의 동향을 살피도록 해줘.
네, 이사님.
이사회가 시작하면 말 한마디, 행동 하나 모두 주의를 기울일 수 있도록 해. 한번 기세가 밀리면 골치 아파질 테니까.
엔사에서 그 쥐는 자들을 상대할 생각을 하니 제법 긴장되는군요.
좋아. 그럼 입장해볼까?
Lore. Are we done? Yep. Okay, that took forever. See you guys next time.